Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, you're absolutely welcome. My name is Jola Tomo. I'm a fourth year medical student living in Nigeria, and my channel is about faith, medicine, and lifestyle. Welcome back. I'm sorry I stayed away for a week. I had to take a little time to rest. Nature was having its way, but no worries, I'm back. So in this video I will be sharing with you guys type of guys I believe you should stay away from in your 20s. Why your 20s? I believe your 20s is a season where if you are able to lay a solid foundation, you can build on that foundation as you grow, advance in age. Whereas there are some habits you might have formed in your 20s that changing it in your 30s might be very difficult, or maybe your 40s, your 50s, or whatever the age gap might be. So if you're interested in this video, please keep on watching. So the number one type of guy I believe you should avoid in your 20s is someone that is not saved. Wait, pause. A guy that is not saved is not safe. And believe me, this is not a cliche. This is not me trying to be religious. I've just related with guys that are saved, and I've also related with those who are not, because I mean not everybody is saved and will be saved eventually. And I must say I've seen the difference, and I know clear cut there are some things that will not even happen. There are some conversations that I will not even be like I will not be scared of having with my guys that I know that are saved. Whereas on the other hand, guys that are not saved, I am quite careful with my choice of words with them. And believe me, this is not because of anything. It's majorly someone that fears God. Like a guy that fears God would treat you well. Someone that fears God knows how to handle a female most times, not all the time. But I'm just saying that there's this sense of security you have with being with guys that you're of the same fold, and you have you have same similar foundation, which is Christ. And because it is Christ, you just have this security. I don't know if you get me, but sincerely I feel a lot safer with my guys that are saved than those that are not saved. And but on the other hand, not everyone will be saved. Like we won't all have safe friends. We will not all always have those that are spiritual in quotes around us, because it's hard. It's not, we are not just confined to a place. We have to go out to meet different people. And that is why I'm going to be mentioning some other points that will help you navigate, that will help you set standard guidelines for situations like that, when you find people that are not saved but you still have to relate with them. My next point is a guy that is sensual. Believe me, females, we know when someone is sensual. We know it like from the start. You can tell when a guy is touchy. You can tell when a guy is acting funny, and it can be very very annoying for me, because I don't even like why are you being touchy. So if you begin to notice someone that is very touchy, someone that is sensual, avoid that person. And it can be even to the slightest thing of shaking a guy. Believe me, I don't me as a person, I don't see any like big deal in shaking someone of the opposite sex. But there are some persons, like there was a guy I'm remembering now. I've told him that I'm not going to shake you again, because like there's this, it's very very, I just feel very different. Like it just doesn't make sense whenever I shake him, and I kind of see his intentions, and I'm like, I'm not going to indulge you. I'm not going to act like I don't know whatever you are doing in your head. So I told him I'm not going to shake you again. So if you have to set that standards, please don't hesitate. It, especially as a Christian, like as a Christian, it doesn't help you really, like shaking someone that you know is very sensual, and maybe I don't know. It just doesn't. It is even in the outside world, like moralists in quotes, they know these things, but when you bring it to the fold, it looks like a big deal that it's not that bad. Now it is bad. It is extremely bad. So if you have to stop shaking some guys, please do. If you have to stop hugging some guys, please do. If you sense that they are being sensual with the way they handle you, literally. My next point is a guy that is rude. This being rude of a thing is a bit dicey, and because people sugarcoat insults these days, I'm just joking now. It's not that deep. Believe me, when someone constantly shames you, when someone constantly pulls you down with their words, they are not joking. They are just saying what they feel about you, like constantly. And it might not even be constantly. Let me not say that. But when you don't appreciate how they talk to you, begin to tell them, inform them, oh, I don't like the way you talk to me the other time. Don't try to sugarcoat it as that it's just kidding now. It's just bands, it's just vibes. It's not all vibes. Everything is not vibes, literally. So whenever you sense that a guy is rude and you've called his attention and he's not giving any signal or any sign of remorse, stay away from him. He doesn't want it. My next point is a guy that is not purpose driven. I know purpose majorly, we talk about purpose when it comes to marriage, or marry someone that is purposeful, blah 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 blah. Believe me, that is absolutely correct. But when it also comes to friendship and relating with guys, I don't believe, or I don't accept for you. I don't believe that you should stay with a guy or be friends with a guy that is not purposeful. Like, someone from their first conversation, from their second conversation, you can tell what is going in their head. If nothing is driving them, why are you being friends, really? In the long run, this person will pour into you and you will pour into that person. But most times bad overcomes good, most times. So if you are just staying with someone that most of the things that you people say are just bands and vibes, and not like, there's not, you can't tell this person is good anyway, and this person might even be in university like you are. It's not about university most time. It's about what is in their head, what is driving them to be in the university in the first place. It might just be their parents forcing them, or you have to go to school. So whenever you notice that this person doesn't really add to me, I think you should stay away from that kind of guy. They don't take you anywhere. They don't try to feel like, oh, I'm losing him, you are not losing anything, because they will literally add nothing to you in the long run. And my last point, which is not the least, is a guy that God has told you to stay away from. Believe me, especially if you're a Christian, you know when your spirit is not at peace with relating with someone. You will know when you are just not at rest whenever you are with this person, or maybe whenever you get to talk to this person. Something is absolutely wrong somewhere. So the best is just to stay away from that kind of person. Let me give you guys a tea. I hope you are sipping your tea. So I think 2 years ago, that's 2020, during the pandemic, I had to work with someone, a guy, and it was just work basic, really. It was just work business, I meant. But we got talking like constantly. He was very busy. Not like, but I was less busy than he is, and I needed his help to help me navigate some things. So I needed to constantly chat him up, to remind him all the time, oh, you're not done this, you're not done that. Eventually we got talking, and just like got talking about random stuff and all. But I realized that he was interested, and I was ignoring it and felt like that's his own business. That's not my own concern. So I was ignoring it, letting it slide. He would consistently comment on my pictures when I upload on my status on WhatsApp. Before I say Jack Robinson, he has commented. I was just like, he's not the only person that would have comments, number one. But it got to a time I was not comfortable again, and I had nudging of I should stay away. Like, I should stay away. It was hard at some point because I felt like, oh, we're working together, or we like to blah 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 blah. But I thank God for his wisdom and helping me navigate through that season. But if I did not obey, I knew that eventually I was going to cry. Like, there was no how. It was not going to end well, literally. That was just it. So whenever God is telling you to do something, especially when it comes to emotional matters, please try and listen. Just obey, because it sees what we don't see. We might see that that person is the best, but hey, no, God knows men can change, like women change as well, human beings can change. So just obey and be sure that you're in safe hands. Another thing is, when you trust God so much with your emotional life, with your relationship life, you trust him to give you the best of the best. But whenever we don't trust that he's able to give us the best, that's when we begin to look for solutions ourselves. My last point, please, is a kind, like a guy that is not kind. I'm sure we all know this. Most of these things are relationship saga, but I feel like in friendship, like real friendship, these are traits that we should also look out for. Not kind with his words. If you're someone that sees another girl, I'm like, she's so fat. Why is this? Just know that you are not safe. Don't think that because you are his friend, he's going to do any less. There will be a day that he will say it to your face as well. So a guy that is not kind, stay away. He has nothing. Like, he will do you no good. Try him. With that being said, thank you all for staying to this point. If you end up enjoying it, or if you learned one thing or the other, please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to share, subscribe. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.